starting off this week on Saturday because yesterday I could not for the life of me be alive. I had to sleep literally all day. I even had a coffee at like 8 p.m. and still I fell right back asleep a couple of hours afterwards. Like, I just don't know what's going on with me. I think my body just needs to recharge and reset, but for right now I just can't do it. Okay, so I am, or rather should I say, oh my gosh, I stood up too fast and now I'm really dizzy. Holy moly, I need some water. But what I was trying to say is that I've just finished editing and am now exporting last week's vlog. Oh, don't I just look great today? Oh yes indeedy. It's fine. I am thinking that I would like to have a bath today. I really want to have a bath today. Like, I'm dying without my baths. It's been so long. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. I feel like this happens like every January. It's just so freaking hot. And you know, you kind of need the bath water to be kind of hot so that it actually does its job correctly and all that kind of good fun stuff. So what can I do? This is not a good angle. You can see all the piles of clothes that need to be, like, they need to be sorted. Oh my golly gracious, there's another pile of clothes down there, but they are folded, believe it or not. I've just, yeah, see all those clothes up there? They're folded. My pants and my green sweater are just sitting over the TV because I might need them. I don't know. Who knows if it's going to get cold or whatever, but I feel like a little bit better. Just a wee bit better. Just because, like, I did a little bit of tidying up. I sorted out some clothes. I did all of my dishes that I never did last week. I think it was, I don't know. Did all my dishes, almost all my dishes, and I cleaned up the kitchen and decluttered the bench so it looks lovely now. And upstairs we have banana lollies from A Little Luxury up here. And then downstairs it's the banana smoothie from Olive and Peach. But the fan and the aircon is on downstairs, and also my husband's watching a YouTube video, so I won't go down there and disturb him right this very second. Happy Sunday afternoon, my bubby. Yeah. Are you in the bed? We need to change the bed sheets, don't we? Yeah, we do. We need to change the bed sheets because they're covered in fluff. Oh yes, they're covered in fluff. Oh, you got some hair stuck in your mouth, baby boy. Oh, I love you so much, Toby. My little toe beans, my little Toblerone. I love you. Look at how freaking cute you are, boy. Oh, I'm obsessed with you. Anyway, so I still haven't had a bath. And I mean, you can tell my hair's wet right now. I just had a shower. I used the Pot of Gold body scrub from Royal Essence, and oh my god, I smell amazing. It's such a gorgeous citrus scent. It's already 31 degrees and it's 12:06. It's 6 minutes past 12 p.m. and it's already 31 degrees. Like, it's ridiculously hot. Ridiculously hot. And it's still supposed to get hotter. It's supposed to get to 33 degrees Celsius. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, what is this stupid ass summer we're having? I'm over it, y'all. I'm absolutely over it. But as it is Sunday, I am waiting for my food to arrive. This week it's my turn to pay for our Sunday date. So I got pancake parlor again. Also, I forgot to mention last week that there was a piece of onion in my strawberries and it like really put me off pancakes, so I'm kind of like about eating this today. But fingers crossed there's no onion in it this time. And my husband wanted sushi, so I got him sushi. I also tidied off my bedside table. There's literally nothing on it now, and I'm so proud of myself for that. Put everything in the drawers, and I put my underwear and stuff like that in my like normal chest of drawers. Sorry guys, I'm just like admiring my little baby here. I'm just obsessed with my bubbies. Tofu! Hi baby! My little pumpkin. It has literally been the most draining day ever, and it's so hot still. Literally, like, hang on, what's the time? It's 8:24 at night, and I'll just refresh my little weather app here. It's still 29 degrees Celsius. Oh wow, and it got to a top of 35 today. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm sweating my balls off here, and we still haven't even changed our bedding. We really need to. So many nights of just waking up in a big sweat, you know, it just doesn't feel good to go to bed on bedding that's been sweated on. But you know, it's physically too hot to be in this room Although, when having said that, I slept earlier today. I don't know how, but from like, I think it was about 1 p.m, maybe 2 p.m, till about 5, I slept. I don't know how. I don't know why. I guess that this exhaustion is just me now. This is just new year, new me. Exhausted 24/7. I don't know what to do about it. I really don't know what to do about it. How many times a day do you all change your shirt when you sweat? Because for me, it's like 15. No, I'm just kidding. That's ridiculous. I've just changed my shirt once today. I mean, I had the shirt that I slept in, and then had my work shirt, and then I changed it to another shirt before. So maybe this is my 4th shirt today. It's just so freaking hot. Today's gonna be like 35 degrees. Hi, Pumpkin. Are you sitting on my Scentsy box, baby? Oh my goodness. I've just sorted out the wax melts for this week. So starting today, which is Monday. But the thing is, I have so many greens. It was hard to choose just 14. But also, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, that's all good. The thing is though, is I didn't actually put my last day of yellow wax melts on yesterday. So that actually really annoyed me. To be fair, I was sleeping all day. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just fine, and I'll just go ahead and I'll start green week, and maybe it's just fine. Maybe it's just fine. I have changed my shirt again because it got too hot in the other one. It was too tight, I guess. Guess who left the house today besides to just go to work? That's right, guys. 'Twas me. I just went to Kmart because I actually wanted, I mean, first I went to Safeway to grab a bottle of milk for my husband. And then, oh my gosh, hang on, sorry, I'm just taking my clothes off because it is stinking hot. But then, yeah, I came home, got changed, put the milk in the fridge, obviously. And then I went to Kmart because I wanted to get some of those spray bottles that have a little, like, battery-operated fan on it. They didn't have any, so what the hell did I do? You know what? I don't know what I did with my spray bottle, but I did get 2 teeny tiny little spray bottles for $2 each. And they're just gonna have to do to help mist us and keep us, I guess, cool somehow. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I mean, it's worth a shot. And then I also had to get my husband a high-vis shirt just in case he's able to get this job. I'm wearing Captain America today. Good morning. Oh my goodness. So it's Wednesday right now. I didn't record anything yesterday because I had the worst day. You could not even imagine what happened yesterday. So my friend was actually a bit upset, so what I did was I went and I met her at the shopping center that she was at, and I was just gonna talk to her, help calm her down a little bit, just to the point where she could actually go inside and get her shopping done, because it was like 35 degrees Celsius, and I didn't want her sitting in her car just like overheating, because obviously, you know, when you're upset and crying you get extra super hot, and sitting in a car park, oh my god, it was very hot in the car. So I had her sit in my car for a little bit with the aircon going, and my battery went flat. So we decided to just, you know, leave it, and what we did was we put her car, like we drove her car around the car park to like be in front of my car so that we could jump start it. But then I was like, you know what, don't worry about it for now because it'll need a charge right afterwards anyway. So we went in, we did her shopping, and did we get a drink? No, I don't think that we got a drink. I don't know what we did, but then we jumped in her car and we went and dropped the shopping back off home to her parents, because she was actually doing shopping for her parents. And then what we decided to do was, because I lived like we literally live around the corner from one another, so she drove her car like with me in it around the corner to my house. Just around the corner from my house, her car started playing up, so her dash completely went missing, and she couldn't, like, she could indicate and brake, and you know, the car was running, but there was no brake lights, there was no indicator lights, there was no dashboard. Nothing. There was no electricity. The fuse box is like broken. So that happened. My husband actually ended up fixing it. I had a massive breakdown inside, and that was just great. Love that for me. So then that was okay. And then because she actually bought a new car, what she did was we jumped back in her car and we drove out to go see her new car because I wanted to see it. And then we got effed around by the people at the car yard, which was really annoying. But so in the end, I didn't get to see the inside of the car, but I saw the outside of it, and I looked through the window at least, but didn't get to sit in it or anything like that, which is fine, doesn't matter. I get to see it next week anyways, because that's when she's actually picking up the keys and she's able to drive out of there with the car. But then we were like, oh, you know what, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, we're hungry. Like, neither of us had eaten for the day. So what we did was we went to a different shopping center that, like, you know, wasn't the one that we were at earlier in the day, in the morning. And as soon as we got into the car park at that shopping center, her dash ran out again. So we were like, well, holy moly, what the hell are we gonna do? So we decided to just call my husband back again and just ask him, because our car was actually like at home at this point. We'd gotten it home, we jumped out of the car, everything was fine. The car was at home on charge, because the thing is, because it's COVID and, you know, we're not really making very long trips, the car never runs for long enough for the alternator to charge the battery. Anyways, it's a whole thing. So it's our own fault that it went flat anyways, because we didn't go by my dad's advice and put the damn thing on charge at least once a week. But anyway, besides all of that, yeah, so back to what I was saying, we called my husband and we were like, hey, I know it's so annoying, so sorry, but like, can you just drive out to the shopping center and meet us here after we've eaten and like gotten a drink and stuff like that and cooled down, because it was so hot. Obviously you can't have the aircon on if the fuse box is not working. Like, nothing's working, you can't have the aircon on, and we couldn't put the windows down or up or anything like that. It was crazy. But anyway, so he didn't want to at first, but then I was like, look, I don't want her to like drive home and then have it happen again. So after we're done eating and like having a drink and stuff like that, I actually, like, you know, I want us in our car to drive behind her, so just in case, like, you know, basically tailgating her to make sure that if it were to happen again, we would like know that it was happening. So she had her phone on like speakerphone. She's fully licensed, it's totally legal, hands-free. So she was on speakerphone to me. I wasn't driving, my husband was driving. And the whole time, the whole way home, we were on the phone, and it actually did go out again a couple of times. So it was just lucky that we drove all the way to her house to make sure that she got into her driveway safely without, you know, being pulled over by the police or being, you know, getting into an accident. Because what if she was braking and a car behind her didn't see that she was braking because her brake lights aren't working? Like, that's dangerous. So we did that. But then as we were pulling up to her house, we saw black smoke in the sky, and so we drove around she jumped in our car and we drove around to try to see the source of the smoke, and we ended up finding it. And I'll pop a quick little picture in here. That is what we saw. So we actually got there in time to see the actual like flames, and the firefighters got the flames out like as we actually arrived. It was absolutely mental. And of course, so hot, 35 degrees, ridiculous. Today it's going to be a top of 36 degrees. Like, I'm not in the mood. So anyway, I'm actually going to wrap up my story here, because after that, went home, laid down on the couch and fell asleep at 6:30, and then got up at 8 when my husband woke me up because he was going to be cooking and all that kind of stuff. He was going to be loud. So I got up, went upstairs. Thankfully, the bedroom wasn't too hot because we'd had the air cons on all freaking day. But then I went to bed, and it took me a little while to fall back asleep, but I did. And when I woke up at 5 in the morning to jump in the shower to go to work, my Fitbit said that I had slept for 9 hours and like 8 minutes or something like that. So I finally got a good sleep. That's not to say that I'm not still tired, but also it's Australia Day today. Not that I care, I hate Australia Day. But also I worked 3 hours because it's my fixed shift today, which means I'm gonna get paid for 6. So I'm really excited about that. But anyways, I'll probably check in later. Maybe not, I don't know. But I'm actually halfway through recording a video right now. So I really wanna get this finished so that I can turn the aircon back on because it's so freaking hot in here. If only y'all could feel the heat through the camera. I swear to God, it's actually, it's raining right now, and it was thundering and lightning and all that kind of fun stuff earlier. But like literally right now, I'm still sweating. I still need the aircon on because it's so muggy. I don't have it on right this very second because I'm trying to, you know, speak to the camera. But trust me, oh, like it's just started raining again. I can hear it outside. You can probably hear it on the camera too, to be fair. But like, yesterday got to 37 degrees Celsius, and I pretty much just, it was just too much. It was literally just ridiculous. I hated it. And then there was a cool change for a little while. It got down to 20 degrees, and then probably not even half an hour later, it went right the heck back up again. It was just insane. Absolutely freaking insane. I'm actually just about to, pretty soon I'm gonna get ready to go head over to my friend's house and pick her up because she can't actually legally drive her car right now. Oh my God, I just noticed that the litter box is in the background. Thank God it's clean. But yeah, so because she can't legally drive her car like it drives, she just can't drive it, as I was explaining yesterday. But so yeah, I'm gonna go pick her up and we're gonna go exchange my vegan shoes, my vegan Doc Martens, for either a bigger size, or if they don't have it, they'll have to maybe get it sent out to me or something like that, or have it ordered from a different store or whatever, which is fine. Or I can actually have them switched out for the normal pair of the Jadens instead of the vegan ones, but I will have to pay $100 difference just to make up for the fact that those ones weren't actually on sale, whereas when I got the vegan ones they were on sale. So yeah, it's just a whole thing, but we'll get it sorted and hopefully pretty soon I can start wearing some Jadens because I freaking love them. I love the platform. Like, oh, if you guys haven't watched my Doc Martens haul, go watch it because just yo, I'm really weird about shoes because, well, to be fair, I'm weird about feet. So if I can put something pretty on them to cover the fact that feet are disgusting and that I hate my feet, I'm gonna do it. And I'm actually currently trying to find a way to display all of my shoes, just because if I can't see something, it doesn't exist. So I have to have my shoes on display, otherwise I have no effing idea what the hell pair of shoes I have. Like, I just continuously wear the exact same pair that I have out all the time, and that ain't it, sis. I really want to start actually, you know, wearing like a bigger variety of the shoes that I actually own, and I'm from that, whichever ones I end up not exactly wearing and that I just feel like are just sitting there collecting dust, I'm just gonna cull them. I'll give them to a Salvation Army, or I'll sell them, or I'll do something with them. But yeah, so it's actually not even 9:30 in the morning right now, so I might still update a little bit later, but for right now I am gonna go finish this video that I'm watching, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that, but I'll do something. I guess I'll finish off my coffee and I'll start getting ready to go out. Yeah. The worst thing that I have ever done in my whole life was lie to my mum about who I sold my first car to. I had a UC Holden, well, a Holden UC Tirana. If you're from Australia, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, they're not the most popular kind of Tirana, but I loved it. It was my first car. My mum bought it for me. I'm already gonna cry. So I sold it to my sister and her partner, and I sold it for way less than what I could have sold it for, because obviously I was selling it to my sister and her partner, and my mum really didn't want me to do that because she had mental issues. And so I told her that I found some just random guy on Gumtree and sold it to them, and I felt so fucking guilty. And then when she passed away, one of the first things I thought was that, like, holy fuck, I lied to her. Like, I fucking lied to her. I lied to my mum. And I mean, she lied to me so many times herself because of her mental state. But I can't pretend like I didn't lie to her. And like, that's been really weighing hard on my conscience. And so my sister's partner's mum actually helped us to pay for mum's funeral, and it was, I mean, look, funerals are expensive. It was quite a lot of money, and you know, in order to like pay my part back, my sister is gonna have to find somebody that will pay what the car's worth, and then she can give me like the rest of the money that she still owes towards the car, and then with whatever's left, I guess we'll split it, and then my part will go towards my part of the funeral costs and whatever else. But like, I'm like really sad about it, and I feel like I've like let my mum down, and I already feel like I let her down because I let my red Doc Martens get destroyed, and I feel so bad for lying to her. And like, if that's the worst thing I've done in my life, then you know, that's nothing. Like, it's just a little white lie to save a fight, you know. But it just makes me feel so guilty because I don't do anything wrong. Like, I don't break the road rules. Like, I don't do anything illegal. Well, at least not nothing that will end me up in jail. Like, you know, we've all downloaded a song or two or a movie or two. Occasionally I will speed if I'm running a little bit late for work. But like, you know, I'm like known as the goody two shoes, and I mean that is me. I'm like too careful. Like I'm literally always so fucking careful, and I just feel like a rotten human being. I just feel rotten. I feel wrong. But also at the same time, I feel like if my sister just sells the car to someone else, then at least, like, I feel like that would take the guilt off my conscience. If it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm gonna do to deal with that situation, but I feel like maybe it would help if I just were to never see it again. Like, just as much as I love the car, I wanted it to be my first car that I ever drove, and I wanted to wind the windows down and drive through the streets just like playing Panic at the Disco, because nobody liked Panic at the Disco when I liked Panic at the Disco, and I just wanted to like shove it in people's faces that like I was driving this really nice car, and like I was able to get it fixed up, and I'm playing the music that I really like, and I don't know, I just like had this dream and it's never gonna happen, and I don't know, it's like really fucked up. Everything's really fucked up. But I spent time with my friend today. We went to the shops and I got my shoes swapped over, and there was a whole debacle about that, so now I've got no money. Yay! And then we came back to my place and we played a couple of card games, like me, my friend, and my husband, and then my husband was like, oh, well, since we're doing things with cards, let's get the tarot cards out. So I read both of their tarots, and then they both, oh wait, no, one of them, I can't remember who, I think it was my friend read my tarots, and then, I don't know, it was a whole thing. We actually used the tarot cards that I got in one of my Astral Collective boxes from a couple years ago when I was getting that subscription box. I'll like link the playlist up in the corner, might even be that corner, I don't know. Like I don't know, I'm just not okay. And it's still only Thursday, like at least I don't have work tomorrow, but tonight's really just not a good night. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop now. This is like a 7-minute clip. This is absolutely ridiculous and probably way too personal, but I needed to get that off my chest, so YOLO. Despite the fact that I look absolutely feral, I didn't have a shower today, or a bath last night or anything like that, so I just feel a little bit yucky and sweaty. And it's really muggy today, but also it's Friday, so I figured I may as well go ahead and end the vlog off now, and next week's vlog is probably going to start later tonight or tomorrow, I don't know, we shall see. But thank you guys if you've watched up until this point, and I hope this week hasn't been too boring, meaning I hope this video hasn't been too boring for you guys, but regardless, I shall speak to all of you lovelies next week. Thank you very much for watching my content and sticking with me and supporting me throughout everything. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye!